Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song. Clever.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? Welcome back to this impromptu stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome, happy weekend. It's gone up to, I thought it was warm in here. 25, 26, 27, 27, nearly 28 degrees in here, and it's middle of winter. What's going on, Mr. Bopper? Yeah, we're doing 2 streams today. The reason why I've been messing around with some more stuff, and I want to recreate the flight that we did on Saturday, and I've actually even upped it to 4K, and hopefully we've been able to work on something. So I want to just do the flight in, and then we're going to do GA tonight, so that's the second stream. So just think this is a bit of a bonus stream, and I thought, well, if we have 1 or 2 people that may want to fly with us, will help me look at the frames issues that we're having. So, but anyways, that's what we're going to be doing. So we're just going to do the quick flights there and back, and then we're going to do the real flight, which is the GA flying, and which will be coming into Palm Springs too when we do that. But I've got a really cool flight picked out, and we're in the RANs, so it's going to be a fun, exciting night. Lots of hours of streaming, lots of hours of flight simming. So if anybody actually turns up to say hello on this stream, thank you guys very much for turning up. Mr. William Kelly, yeah, I haven't had a chance to because we've had heaps of things going on, plus I've been crook. And I've been trying to sort out this sort of stuff. So we will definitely get to it and fix the spikes on it. It's on the list, but we just can't tick all the boxes just yet. So loading in. Okay, thank you, Mr. Young Bopper. Appreciate it. What are we doing? Eskimashima flight plan. I'm just not going to do... Oh, geez, I can't even spell flight plan. It's the 5th go. Did I get it? I don't think I got it. Oh my god, am I having a stroke? There. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're just messing around with bits and pieces to see how we go today. So, there we go. Flight plans up there. There's mods. Man, it's extremely hot in here. But anyways, welcome whoever popped into the stream. Michael from Canberra's here. He was here very early. William Kelly is there. Hello, my friend. Mr. Killswitch is here. Mr. Young Bopper's here. And probably got a couple of lurkers in the chat here. Because we normally don't stream at this time. Let alone doing flights that we already done this week. But I'm actually got the thing sitting on 4K at the moment. And we have got frames for days at 4K. Which is insane compared to what we're having. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But I'm very, very excited to see if this is going to work, because then solved the problem of not getting a 5090 that you think you need anyways. We'll see what happens when we get into LA. It'll probably bugger up. So, but that's what we're doing. Is the bot not working? Oh, it's because I can't read, can't write, can't get a haircut. All the cool things, you know. There we go. I've been driving ATS today. Nice. I'm looking forward to getting, Michael, I'm looking forward to getting the truck setup going so we can do some truck streams and some bits and pieces. Would be super nice. Very, very much looking forward to that. VRAM is low. Wow. Yeah, I know. It is low, isn't it? And we're sitting on 4K. We're sitting on 4K. And sorry, good news is too. The good news is for the night streams here, I have got the key light has turned up, but I haven't had a chance to set it up. So you're just gonna have to put up with the bad lighting for tonight's flights. But we'll have that ready for the next one. Let me see if this is going to work. Is that the preset we want? Might be. Anyways, I've got to plug this thing in here anyway. So we're going to be flying the Airbus first, and hopefully this is going to connect up and work. The old wing looks like it has. Let's hopefully the sim app's done its thing, because I can't see that's actually connected. So we'll see how we go. Let's zoom in on that so you guys can see him. And I'll move the camera around a little bit. And when we get some juice in her, she should be up and running. But we're not going to use say intentions. We're just going to give it a go. So that would be a fantastic. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait. So we're going to see how we go. Anyways, let's get some batteries on. Oops. There we go. There we go. Let's get some sounds up of the sim. This thing's coming alive. There we go. And as she's coming alive, still stutters in between, but oh, that's because I don't have that button there. There we go. Mr. Dr. Penguin, do you find that the VRAM, I'm still looking. Yeah, did you find any VRAM? Yeah, I have found, well, this is the test of the stream, so ask me a little bit later. But so far, so good. But we're going to fly into LAX and see what's going on. But I'm crossing my fingers that hopefully we'll solve the VRAM issue. But I don't want to tell you what it is until I've worked it out. So your plan has off the blocks on 9 hours. Does it? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's do it. Wayne Kelly, what's that hairstyle, Laurel? I can't cut my hair just yet. Hopefully on Tuesday I can cut my hair. Don't worry, it is driving me crazy, Miss Daisy. Absolutely driving me crazy. It is driving me crazy. All right, that's all on. The supply crew is going to go on. Have I got sim sounds going in here or not? Yeah. It's just low. There we go. Let's get this done super quick so we can test it and see how we go. And I'm very much looking to see, or we're going to go back to the drawing list again and probably won't be able to get this issue fixed. All right. All the seatbelt sign belts are on. That's cool. That's cool. I'm still getting a little bit of stutters there, but that's all right. That's only when I'm going down there. So we'll see what's going on anyways. Let's load initialization. Let's request the flight details, pop that in. Yeah, I was just kidding. Is this Sim Update 3? No, not Sim Update 3. No, it's just Sim Update 2. Sim Update 2. But they did do something to do with the rendering at the airports, I believe, in 1.5.9.8 or something, or whatever they did. So is it 121? Yeah. So hopefully, let's request some wins here as well. So hopefully they've may have adjusted some of that, but no, this is just Sim Update 2. All right, let's get the ops brief up to request the wins. And I love this little toy from SoFly. It's as cheap as chips, and it means you don't really need to jump out of the sim. If you're like on one screen, do the one screen streaming, or sorry, one screen flying, this thing's absolutely awesome. Let's go back to initial. Cost is going to be 21. The cost and the crew should be 16,000 because it's going to be quick flights. There we go. ILS is aligned. Confirm alignments. Initialize. Let's go to here and get some petrol or juice, shall we say, into the plane. But yeah, I do need a haircut. Big time. Big time. But we're sitting at about 10.86 gigs, and we're in 10K. We're back to 10K. So, but we'll see, because Palm Springs is only like a medium-sized sort of airport. So that went to the McDo. We saw all that flash up. Very, very, very cool. Let's go to departures. I don't even know what we're doing because I haven't done the charts. Where's my charts? Have I got the charts open? No. Let's go and find some charts. The old Navigraph. But anyways, hope your weekend's been good and interesting. If you've been watching the news, stop watching the news and just watch the stream and have a bit of a break from watching the news. I tell you what, it's not good, but let's not watch it. Let's do some flight simming instead. Holy cow. All right, let's import a new flight plan. We're going to grab this one that we had there before. And it's going to do the same old rubbish, but we will just hand fly in to runway 24 right. So it's pretty much exactly what we did before. So we're going to be fine with that one. Let's calculate. What are we missing here? Oh, it's because I haven't done anything. That's why. Now that'll work. How's the dogs going today? They're going all good. They're going all good. Kirby's running amok. They're not getting a walk today because I'm streaming early, because normally I'd be just finishing their walks now, but we decided to go for a stream. We're actually sitting on this thing, sitting at under 10 gig, which is interesting. Mr. Jan, welcome to the stream. Did we send that to the McDoos? Let's go to the preference. That's in there as well. So we're down 0.5, down flaps 1. Cool. All right, we're happy with that. Let's go back to here and ground surfaces. We're going to get out of here in a second. Beacon light, which I switched on before. APU can come on. No smoking sign. I thought I whacked that on, but obviously we didn't. And then we are going to start this guy. So when I go down from the overhead down, that's when I lose a little bit, but other than that, everything's good. Like, I've got Mr. Bopper, young Bopper sitting next to me, and normally I would have a loss of frames, but so far so good. What's up, Oz Flight Simmer? Hey, Mr. Captain Haldy. We're still trying to sort out a VRAM issues, but we may have solved it, so we're doing another test flight before we do the actual stream. Man, it must be late where you are. Mr. SoCal Jerry, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. So we're sort of just doing an impromptu stream before the stream, if that makes any sense. So we're just repeating the flight, and hopefully we're going to have better rates on the stream. So Symphony Crew Raid, what's going on? Welcome everybody. I saw you guys chatting over there. Symphony tried to get me a few hours ago to jump in there and say hello, but I ignored him because I was busy. I was busy doing stuff. But anyways, guys, thanks very much for popping in. That's on. We are going to get ready to shut the... Oh, we're still waiting for this guy. How many minutes we got to go? We got 3 minutes. There we go. We're ahead of the ahead of the plane already. So, all right. We've just got to wait. Just got to wait. Some of us crazies still like, what time is it? It must be past midnight. Hey, Elephant Man, thank you very much, Bet. I appreciate it. I know. At least it's dark time, and I haven't set up the new key lights, so I can have the lights a little bit lower. But yes. Hopefully next week I can start looking a bit normal. Who are you calling, Elephant Man? Anyways, hey Johnny Mon, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. G'day. We're testing that VRAM, so we're currently sitting at 1028, and we're back on 4K. There's Mr. Bopper pulling back, and we're going to fly into LAX and check it. But look at this, no stutters. We might have fixed the stutter mess. Like, look at that, so much smoother. Holy cow. I am in Sim's Discord with the boys. Oh, there we go, Mr. Beto. Hey, Snowy, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. It's almost 2 a.m. Here in Chai. What's Chai mean? As in chili. All right, man, we've got 1 minute to go. It's late for you guys. Late. Well, I guess it is Saturday night. It's Sunday night here. So it's you guys Sunday morning / Sunday Saturday night. It's Sunday evening here. We're about to go into evening. It's 4:46 p.m. Where we're going? We're going strictly. Strictly means straight in directly. Strictly, because I create my own words here. There we go. We're going into LAX just for a bit of a test run. Chi-Town. Where's Chi-Town? Oh, Chicago. Is it? Ah, Lonsky, what's going on, fella? Lonsky is allowed to is allowed to come and play today with the rest of us. But yeah, I'm thinking positive. I'm thinking positive vibes here. Positive vibes in the frames. See how we go. All right, nav upgrade, which I haven't bothered to do on this guy here, but we're all good to go. So we are going to cut the external power off, and then we're going to get the old GPU can go off, and we're going to connect the pushback tool. And this thing is as crap as anything on. I could never get this thing to push me back properly on this aircraft. But so far, look at that. It's like night and day. Night and day when it comes to... I couldn't do that before. It's insane. Insane. Very, very exciting. Very exciting. All right, let's go over to the start while we're pushing back. Let's go engine number 2. Let's turn it up a little bit for you fellas to have a bit of a listen to. Yeah, so I get some stutters going from like there to there and from there to there, but I can live with whatever they are because they're not too much. So, don't have the bleed on. Oh, of course the engines aren't going to start when we don't have the bleed on. There we go. That's going to make all the difference. Oh, we've got some sort of artifact in there from the DLSS, which is always good. Sorry. Just keeping you awake. Just keeping you awake. Holy cow, that was loud. And we're not pushing back? What's going on? Why is this not pushing back? Back. Oh, because the friggin' brakes are on, that's why. There we go. Now we're going. Be a gentle, crash the desktops that have when you least expect them. I already had one today. So when I was loading up the sim, I'm having trouble with the Fenix. Now the Fenix, every time I used to click, the auto pop-up would work and I'd load in Fenix and it would be good to go. Now it's not happening. I've actually got to open it up myself and get it to work. Did you sort the VRAM out? So far, Tony, this is the test flight to check. So I'll let you know. But so far, so good. Like, look at this. Amazing. Yeah. I had a crash to desktop, so second engine coming up. All right, we are going to tell this dude to stop. We're going to tell him to disconnect. Sim update 3 fixes? No. This is all sim update 2. All sim update 2. That's cool. We're going to put that is on. We're going to go up to 10,000. There we go. Power's just come in. What did you do? I'm not telling you guys until I test it, and then I'll let you know. Just in case it doesn't work, then people don't have to go and mess around with stuff. But I don't know if it's work. I need to do the flight into LA to figure out, because that's where I was starting to get all the problems. So I'll let you know. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, I don't want to say, oh, I did this and it actually doesn't work, you know? Why is the flight plan not in there? Hang on, I gotta have a look at that in a sec. This is, no, it's not my upgraded PC. No. No. LA sucks in the sim and in real life. I don't know. I've never lived in LA, but when I've been there, I've enjoyed my time there. What's going on with my flight plan? Oh, do you know why? It's because I actually haven't done what we're doing. That always helps. Let's do the departure. I didn't even get that far. Alright, we're doing 31 lefts. And doing the Cath 1, wasn't it, from memory? Cath 1. And we're going to pop that in there. There we go. That'll work. It's got a bit of a turning there, but that'll be fine. Oh, you live there, do you? Considering it says the SoCal. Yeah. When I was there, I was only there. Last time I was there was a few years ago, and it was only there for a few days. So, Oz, what server? Snowy, we're on the West USA server. There's Mr. Kill Switch as well. Look at that. I tell you what, this is incredible so far. We're sitting on 10.29 on the gigs. Taxi's on. What did I put? Takeoff. I did that takeoff. Hey, Mr. Richard Satil, and what time did you call this? This is the stream before the stream. So this is a redo of yesterday's stream that ended terribly. And then we're going to do some GA in a different stream later on. So the real stream starts at 7:30. This is just the make-believe stream. So that's what we're doing. There's Mr. Kill Switch. Hey, Mr. Kill Switch, have you started your engines? I'm wanting him to come close to me. Where's he going? He's going to bush bash. That's alright. We had Young Bopper before and it seemed to be good. Ah, that's a lot of work for a Sunday. Richard, what's he doing? Yeah, well, we're just testing stuff. It's been driving me crazy, but I think I might have got an answer to the VRAM issues. So, and we're back in 4K. And so far, so good. All right, flaps going down. 1. Auto brake to max can go on. Ooh. I don't know what this guy is. Silly unknown. I'm not sure who the silly unknown is. That can go there. That can go there. We did that before. Make sure we've actually got controls, which we do have. Test the config. That's good. It was down. What was it down? Preference down 5.5. Uh, 144 and 390, so that's 24 gig of RAM. That helps a lot. Yeah, so I've got a 4080 and I've just been having issues after issues after issues. I've been working on this for a few weeks. It's since Sim Update 2 come in, but so far, did you download more VRAM? I wish. We're trying to get better usage in the status. Oh, there's Lonsky. Lonsky, do you even know what the sim is? Holy cow, Lonsky remembers what the sim is. We're just taxiing across here, actually. Lonsky, don't mind us. So it's looking very, very promising. APU bleed can go off, and let's actually turn the APU off. Sorry, Lonsky. And I've increased my settings. I've actually increased my game settings to a higher level than what I was doing when I had to drop it to 1080p in 2K. Alright, let's do a taxi down here. Lonsky's gone. Oh, this is insane. So far, so good, ladies and gentlemen. Did you take a hammer to the 4080? No. That thing's too expensive to do that. But we'll know. Like, it's performing better than what it did when we flew out of here the other day. That being said, I'll know when we get into... as soon as we touch the wheels on the runway in LA, then we'll know. Then we'll know. So a few little stutters there, but not too much. Greg's disappeared, or is he? I think Greg's actually just loading in. That's why I can't see him. I think he just loaded in. Hey, Johnny Munn getting close to 3 years. Thanks, Johnny Munn, getting close to 3 years.
3 years you've been forced to put up with me. Good on ya. Aus Flight Simmer.
Good on ya.
Always a pleasure, my friend. Thanks for all you do, sir.
Thanks, Mr. J-Mon. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I don't have any pop-ups since I restarted doing the stream. I got rid of them because I was going to do new ones, I should say. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the 32 months. Guys, drop some emotes in there for Mr. Johnny Mon. Wet Willy Gaming says, I'm going to install the 737-700 PMDG into 2024 since I know now how to do it and get it to work. Yeah, I'm going to wait for it to be native to have all the features on there. Fingers and things are crossed on ya. Thank you, mate, Mr. Richard Satil. All right, let's do what we need to do to get out of here. That's going to go on. Everything else is ready to go there. Let's go and smack some lights on. This is going to be literally a 15-minute flight over, or maybe just slightly more, not that much more though. It's not going to be a long flight. That's all good to go. Music can go off, sim sounds can go on. And let's go on the runway. We're sitting at 9.29 gigabytes. So, yeah, that's the test. I find that longer you fly, the worse the VRAM seems to get. Yeah. Yeah. I find a good test for VRAM is to do a turnaround on a plane. But we are going to switch to the Ifly as well on the trip back. Don't know why Greg's just vanished and then popped in. Chrono away. So sitting at 50, about 55 to 60 frames and 9.65 gigs of VRAMs getting used at the moment. So, well, today's as short as scenic hop, pretty much. All right, here we go. Crossing fingers. And we're basically going to be doing a loop pretty much straight away. Love the sounds, amazing, isn't it? Oh geez. And we're going to do a quick 180. so we'll get a nice view. Flaps going up. I have played this. I haven't played this. I have not played this for months because on LAN it seems I was running out of VRAM FPS. It would drop to 20 at LAN. I guess I have 47 Ti Super and a 7900 X3D and 64 gigs of RAM. Yeah, so I'm only running a 4080 and a 5900. So my CPU is quite old. And I've got 64 gigs, but I'm only running at 3600 though, because I'm only running on Gen 4 processor. So, but so far so good. So far so good. And now we're using 8.36, and we're sitting on 65 frames. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. 8 gigs. But she doesn't use much anyway when dogs are going nuts. Going to clear that, and then we're going to clear that guy. Let's insert that. Cool, straight to Denway. Let's put that back on. Autopilot back on. Why aren't we going this way? Come on, man. What's going on? Oh, it's going to make me intercept, is it? Where did you get that FMC from? I got it from Wing Wing. So this is the Wing Wing McDo. And then I have the Wing Wing PFP as well. Hi there. Oh, cool. I have one of those Wing Wing units as well. I love mine. I got the 737. Yeah, I've got the 737 one. And then I got the desk clamp mount from Flight Sim Mod. So I can just, this goes onto the desk, so I can just swap them in and out without actually have to pull them apart. So absolutely fantastic. Oh, nav intercept. Oh, come on, man. We'll get there. VRAM issues solved. Next up, fixing navigation issues. Well, we haven't fixed the VRAM issues just yet. We're going to see how we go. We'll see how we go. Mr. Chow. We're English speaking, my friend. So, oh, that's an awesome stand. Nice. Yeah. So you can go and check out Flight Sim Mods. I'll put a link up in the description, in the pin up the top. You can check it out. They have all sorts of different mods. Really, really nice guys. Great, great company. If you've never met them before, they're yeah, really good guys. Oh, there's Mr. Silly Solly passing us there. Oh, that's awesome, Stand. Nice, thank you very much. All right, we're gonna make our way over here. So far, so good. We're using 8.3 gigs of RAM now. And Denway. I'm not sure why it's not flying there, though. broke. Watching your stream on my big 75-inch TV. Oh my god, I'm glad I'm not on the full screen, Michael, because then you'd see my face like this. And no one wants to see my face like that. Speed limit exceeded. Really? Has it? Oh, that's because I'm not even watching what we're doing. All right, let's go up to 16,000. And I am the climb D10. Hang on, what's going on? Here we go. My autopilot's gone funky. Oh, what's going on there? Did you see all that? Holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow. Now we're going up. Things are getting a bit funky. Screenshots will be helpful for AI. Oh, come on. Lay off the AI stuff. I don't know what's going on with my plane, though. Look at that. Unless we're getting a bit of turbulence from the mountains there, but that's a lot of turbulence. What are we getting here? Auto throttle is gone nuts. Oh, come on, man. There we go. Oh, nah, it doesn't even want to stay on there. The flap leathers moved? Rubbish. The Fenix is chucking a wobbly big time. The Fenix is broken. Man, I hate when the Fenix does stuff like this. It's literally broken. We've broken the Fenix. The flight model on the Fenix is broken. We've broken the flight model of the Fenix. It doesn't know what it's doing. I've got the D10 in climb position too. Bloody Fenix. The auto throttle's gone all sorts of manky as well. Let's see if it's going to stay in there this time. And let's see if it's going to pop out. That might have fixed it. That might have fixed it. What's going on with this flight plan? It's gone all sorts of... we don't need it anyway. I predict carnage. Hey, Allison, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I'm testing our VRAM usage at the moment, so I hope you're doing well. I sent you a last stuff on your way, Ali. We need to sort out a discount code for you. It must be our best customer in England, I think. But hope you're doing well, Ali. Welcome. Thank you very much for popping in. We've been having VRAM issues for the last 2 weeks, or since some update 2's come out, and I think I may have resolved them. But the Fenix has cracked the poos and is no longer deciding to work on for me. So... heading's screwed, so... the auto throttle's screwed. The Fenix is just basically all round just screwed up on this flight. I hate when it does this. Every now and then, it says the thrust levers are moved. We haven't moved them. They're right on. stupid thing. Thank you, mate. I'm doing okay. How are you? I've been doing all right. I've been really sick like the last 3 weeks, but I'm on the mend now, so which is really good. So been really under the weather, but you know, that's the way life goes sometimes. It does happen. Man, this plane is seriously broken. I'm having a lot of... The Fenix really needs an update. There's Mr. Silly Unknown. We're sitting on 8.3 gigs at 4K. What a Boeing are you flying at this afternoon? We're going to be flying the Ifly back, and then that's the test stream over, and then we're actually going to get into the real stream where we're doing some GA flying in one of my favorite GA planes in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 at the RANS S6, and we've got a really cool GA group flight plan for that. So we've got a long time of streaming ahead of us. Guys, I will join the GA stream first. I need to sort out the twins. No worries, Mr. Killfish. No worries at all. Sorry, we're going to have to keep putting up with the beeping because this thing is broken. And it doesn't matter how much I clear it, she just keeps going nuts. So I'm not even going to bother putting destination data in. We are just going to fly into 31. Hang on, which runway? We're just going to go into 24, right? Because this is screw the pooch. The Super Boeing, well, the best Boeing you can get into in the sim at the moment, anyway. So, but yeah, so far so good. So the highest we saw VRAM picking up at that airport, which is a medium airport, was about 11.2. So generally, we should basically put this sim on its backside as soon as we hit the wheels down on the runway at LAX. So, Mr. Triforce, what's going on? Hey Shane, good day. Are you happy with the Wing MCDU? I just ordered mine for the 777. Pretty exciting. Mr. Triforce, I reckon you go and check out Flight Sim Mods and you can find some really cool mounts for it. But I do, the Wing Simap Pro has become, over the last 3 updates, has become a lot more stable. So I used to have problems with the actual software of it. Half the time it wouldn't work and you got to muck around with it. But now it just works really good. So I've got the MCDU and also I've got the NG version as well. So which I'll get out for the next flight. So, yeah, they work great. And also, I've got the PAP3 here as well. Oops. Sorry about that, everyone. We've got the PAP3 here as well, which will connect that up a little bit later. So, but yeah, I highly recommend it. Get the Wing stuff and get it from the global store if you want it within 2025. We're going to cheat a little bit here because this is like full on broken. And we're going to start to descend in a minute. Yeah, I don't know if everybody else had trouble, but I had a lot of trouble with the software where half the time it wouldn't work and then you had to unload the sim and do computer restarts and all that sort of stuff. But now it just works fine. So unfortunately, the 777s in 2024 are currently not working, but Wing are currently developing that. The McDo works with the Ifly, but not all the buttons work, so they're working on that at the moment. So the departure and the arrival button doesn't work on it, but only because the plane has just come out. So I'll show you that on the return flight. This thing is completely busted. Every now and then I'll do a flight with the Fenix and it does this. It just goes nuts. Doesn't do what it's meant to do. All right, we're going to start descending here. And today I'm actually using the Wing Flex as well, which we'll go and have a quick look at that. That's not working, is it? I don't know why this is not zooming in today, but we're using a little WinFlex FCU, which is a nice little device actually. It says the auto throttle is not even working, so I might as well see if it's actually going to work and do what I want it to do. We'll see. Seems to wants to drop itself down, so we'll see how we go here. Alright, sitting on 8.26 on the VRAM, and we're running 4K today, and we're on our way down. And 24, so we'll change our heading in a second. But sorry guys, you have to, that beeping is annoying me as anything, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's just gone nuts. The clear doesn't even work. It just doesn't think it's in the climb. I can put it in the climb detent, but then it's just gonna say it's not in there for a second. There we go. That'll last the whole 2 minutes. Down to 14. It actually might stay in it now that we're actually doing our own manual speed. So we'll see how we go. Because normally it would have popped out by now. And we're sitting on 60. Let's just go. It's flicking between, say, 66 and 70 frames at the moment. But which it should be all the way up here. We can see there's a little bit of traffic there, which is nice. That we want as much traffic as possible. Ali, you going? I assume you're going to the expo this year. I don't think you've missed one for a few years. We'll be watching it from Australia. We're definitely not going. Not even bother going to put destination data in. We're going to fly this thing like a Boeing because the Fenix is broken. There we go, that's all on. There's 11,000. Oh, we didn't grab the company message before. That's would have been gone anyway. Turning to runway heading. And we're going to slow down to 235. There's 14. And we're going to keep slowing down. Grab that to 3,000. A little bit off course. Alright. can go off. Sim sounds can go up. We'll turn them up a little bit more as we get closer to the runway end. 8.5. What is she bugging us about this time?
The cabin is now secure for landing.
Thank you. Breakout than that because we're a little bit high. And we're actually lined up on the left runways instead of the right. But I can't see anything. So we're under 240, so I'm going to put it notch flaps down. Go down. We did. Slats are down. Through the clouds. 8.6 and about 60 to 65 frames. Jesus, we're a bit off course. Other notch flaps. Knew that was gonna happen. A little bit too early on that one. We're coming in pretty high. See, this is what happens when you break the Fenix. She does all weird and wonderful things. Let's fly like a Boeing. That's full. Shit, there's no way we're gonna make this.
2,500.
Yeah, I reckon. There's no way we're gonna make this.
Think rate.
We're gonna blow the wings off here.
Think rate.
But I'm not too fussed. I just want to test the FPS.
Think rate.
Got heaps of pop-ups coming
Pull
in.
up.
9.5.
Pull up.
The frames are staying above 50.
Think rate. Think rate. Pull up. Pull up.
And I just want to get the wheels down and see if we're going to have any issues.
40, 30.
Drop the anchors. Oh, everything's dropped.
Retard. 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 Retard.
The landing was pretty good though. That's all I was worried about. There we go. Little bit of stutters on the frames there, but nothing we can't handle. There we go. There we go. And that only went, I didn't check what we used it on, but it's on 10.5 now. Yeah, the landing was pretty good. The approach was disgustingly bad. But I'm not too fast because I wasn't really there for the landing and the approach. And I'm not even going to worry about popping in. We're going to jump into the thing, and I'm going to just making some adjustments for the settings, because when we come in there, the graphics were a bit poor, but we were at 4K. And look at this. We couldn't do this. We haven't been able to do this. There's a little bit of stuttering there, but we have not been able to do this. Man, it's hot in here. 28 degrees, which is 81 Fahrenheit or 82 Fahrenheit for you American friends. Yeah, so we're going to jump into the Ifly. But that's enough for me to say what I've done works, which I'll show you guys in a second when we'll jump back to the menu, and then I'll swap flop some controls over. That doesn't sound very, very good at all, does it? We're just going to park this jump. Well, early for a start for you tonight. I was watching the cat video, then found that you were streaming. You were watching cat videos. Oh my god. No. This is the stream before the stream. We were testing our FPS out, so. But I hope you're doing well, Mr. Brett. Might need to turn the fan up. But yeah, the normal stream starts in another 2 hours, so, or another hour and a half. I can't. Is it 7:30 or 7 that I stuck it on for? This is the test. It is. Yeah, we were testing frames. I'm back on 4K, Brett, and I've got frames for days. So looks like we fixed it. Would say it passed the test, yeah. And it didn't do much. But I need to do some adjustments. Yeah, I've been lurking for a bit, just sat down in peace now, also checking my tree stump burn going strong. Oh, is that how you got rid of it, hey? You couldn't get rid of it with the tractor, you're just burning it out? So I'm not bothered turning the AP on. I'm just parking this and we're going to jump out. It is 7:30. Okay. So I'll do the flight back and then I'll probably have some dinner and then we'll start the second stream because it won't take 2 hours to do the flight back. That's for sure. Nope. Tractor and excavator both together couldn't lift it. Yeah. I thought as much soon as you said you were burning it out. When in doubt, just do what you do on the farm, burn them out. We used to have big redwood trees, Brett, And you got to be really careful when you burn those stumps out, because sometimes the coals can burn underneath the ground for years. They just keep going. Mr. Young Bopper's there. All right, I'm not even going to do anything. We're just going to jump out of just jump out, jump into our settings. How do I get there from here? Because I can't see the click. Hopefully that's the click spot there. Cool. All right, so what I've done with the settings, turn it down, is I kept everything the same. The only things that I've changed is the DLS. Instead of quality, I've put it over to balance. I've got it back to 4K. I have even put my my terrain level up, but the only thing that I've actually done is turn that I said I'd never do, but it fixes all the stutters, is I turned on dynamic settings. And basically letting Microsoft control my settings when it needs to, when it's dropping anything below 50 frames. What I did notice though is when I was coming to LAX at the airport, had a lot of pop-ups and things like that. It didn't look that flash, but then again, I actually had good frames. But I'm actually going to drop this down to 35, and that'll actually give me a better looking airport. But that's all I did, change it on dynamic. I actually got Symphonic send me settings, and I said, ooh, you're using dynamic, and then a couple other people have been using it. That will fix all your stutters. I need, so if you're, or some very hungry termites. Yeah, let's not talk about termites. But yeah, that's all I did. And so long as it stays over 35 frames, it's pretty much just going to mess with your train level detail. And going to mess with your, what's the other one down here, your object level of detail. It's pretty much going to mess with those and leave a lot of these things here the same. As you can see, a lot of my settings are set to high and only a couple of things set to ultra, but I'm going to leave it that, and it will actually make my sim look better being at 35 instead of 50. So, or I could probably, what I might do is I might just drop it down to 40, and then we'll see how we go then, and I could drop it down. I don't want to drop it any more than 35. That's all I did. And it made all the change in the world. All the change in the world. So can't believe how much difference it's made. So just by doing that. So if you are having stutters, just turn on dynamic. I didn't want to do dynamic. I just didn't want to do it. But it makes all the difference. So it's pretty much what you got to do, run Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Unless you've got like a 3090, 4090 or 5090, it will work. So all right, I'm going to jump out of the sim here because I'm going to close and get rid of the Fenix tool, and then I'm going to go in and open up the Ifly. Now I can work on fixing the spikes. Mr. William Kelly. Let's get the plugin open here. Dynamic is great. Yeah. Yeah, for people that are getting heaps of stutters, I bet you they don't have it on like I was. Yep. That's all I changed. All right, let's see if this is going to work. Have a great next stream. Take care, Mr. Captain Howdy. Thank you very much for popping in. I appreciate it. Have a lovely short sleep tonight. Unless you get to sleep in. But we'll fly back and do the Ifly, and then after that, we're going to go and have some dinner, and then we'll come back for some GA flying. So I actually don't know if I've got camera settings set up for Ifly set to reinstall 2024. So let's see how we go. But obviously, it wasn't using any more than, I didn't even see it go up to 12 gigs. So maybe it might use more than 12 gigs on 40 FPS. But when we were landing in, I was looking at the frame rates. It was sitting at 55. It dropped to 45 at one stage, but not very long. So obviously it did well for it to change the settings. So I will have a great short sleep. It's Sunday though. Hopefully you can have a lazy Sunday. The weekend has gone so quick. So quick. And the printers have printed. It's been a quiet Flight Sim Mods weekend, that's for sure. What else was I going to look at? Well, that was going to check something too. What? That is crazy. Hey Brett, did you see about the bamboo 3-year anniversary sale? Holy cow! If you wanted to get a bamboo printer from the 25th of June, holy cow! Man, I can't afford another one, but I need to get another one. So for Christmas season, so I'm gonna have to get one. They are so cheap. Well, not cheap, but hey, they're insanely great discounts. No. Are you subscribed to their mail? It hasn't started yet. It starts in 3 days. So if you subscribe to their mail, if you subscribe to their mail, you can actually see the sales beforehand. But you can't buy anything yet. So for instance, they've got a PSP, sorry, not a PSP, a P1S combo with the AMS, the original AMS, for $999. Meant to be saving money for my trip to Canberra to say hello to Michael from Canberra. I can't afford them either because I wasn't planning on getting another printer, or more printers, I should say, for Flight Sim Mods until close to the Christmas. But hey, we'll have to sell some stuff. Because we've got to keep expanding mods. So, all right, let's change this. Let's not worry about that for now. But anyway, I thought I'd mention it next time I send you, just in case you haven't. And also they do flash sales, Brett, in there. So you might see stuff even extra cheaper. So we're going in October. Oh, there you go. Good time to go in October, so it's not absolutely freezing your butt off. Last time I went to Canberra was in like this time, June and July. It was freaking cold, man. Freaking cold. All right, Sim's back on. All right, let's go and look for a 7.3. And let's grab the Ifly and we'll do a configure because I don't know what liveries we've got that's going to actually work. Nothing there. What we got? Air Alaska. Canada, Fiji. We might do a United. I haven't flown United for a while. And then we'll jump in LAX, and then I'll just I'll sim brief the flight plan up in a second. Actually, I'm gonna go back into dev mode. I just want to be able to check. Turn that on. Turn that off. I just want to see what it's doing. Now I actually made that change to make sure it stays up on 40 and above. So, all right, it's probably going to jump us on the other side of the runway. Have we got small gates? Small gates. Give me a small gate. That one will do. And we'll do the return flight. It's nice time in Canberra year in October. Yeah, I imagine it would be. There still might be a little bit of snow on the snowfields too. For some spring skiing. I reckon they're going to have a bumper of a year in the snowfields this year. Remember getting an email too? Nice. Alright, we're going to just keep this a little bit daylight. It's using way more than... There we go. It's loading stuff in. It's using... Well, we are... Look, that being said, though, it's using 12.12 gigs, but we are got it on... And it's still at 75 frames. Now it's frozen. Did it freeze? Or did I just change views? No, I buggered up the keys. Hang on. Because the controls and stuff aren't bloody working in this thing. That's why. Let's go to controls. Keyboard's not even on the right thing, is it? No. Save that. I'll actually go back in there and make sure that the stick is on. No. Alright. We should be good now. Oh, some stutters there. It's having some trouble. Now it's coming back. Cooking fish and chips in the air fryer. Nice. There we go. Got controls. Cool. Alright, so it's using 11.6 gigs, so that's fine. I'm happy with that, and we've got a bit more detail in the airport, so maybe 40 frames. I reckon if there's a lot more detail in the airport now than before, but I reckon if I had it at 35, there's a bloody hot air balloon up there, but if I had it at 30, holy cow, that's up loud, sorry guys. If I had it at 35, it might not be enough, so it might be too much. Alright, there we go. Let's run with this. All right, let's do a sim brief here, and then we'll get ready to go. New flights. AFS. Let's go 122 for the flight number, and KLAX to K. What is it? Is it KPSP? Boeing 737. No, we want the max, not the 737-700. Got a max. There we go. Cool, that'll do. I'll copy and post that in the bot if someone wants it. There you go, exclamation mark flight plan if you want the flight plan. Hey Michael, thank you very much for the $1 super chat. I appreciate it. All of it goes towards the channel, so thank you very much for doing that. Appreciate it. Thank you, Michael. What a nice man he is. Oh, we need to chuck over the different... we need to move some stuff over here too. Alright, let's... Oh, I didn't do the sim app. I wonder if that's going to work. We might not have controls. I can get rid of that guy. We may not have controls because I didn't open the sim app. Let's see if this is going to work. Sim app. Yep, open up please. Oh, the Ozbot camera just crashed as well. But thank you, Michael. I appreciate it, my friends. Is that camera view working? No. This has happened before. I'll see if I can get it up and running. Launch anyway. Let's move you over to here. There we go. It's back up and running. Well, that's a close-up. All right, let's move that out of the road there. Mr. Betty Big Bucks, what's going on, legend? Welcome to the stream. We're just swapping over to... I can't see. Is that which one's power only? Which one's USB? Man, I can't see which one's which. Nope, you're going to have to restart Microsoft Flight Simulator. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm going to hope on it's actually going to work. Power only. We'll see. If the PAP 3 works, then I'll know. There we go. I think it's going to work. There we go. Another great Flight Sim mods. Desk mount here. Awesome. Keeps it off the ground. It doesn't move around. I can rhyme. Alright, let's change this guy over here. We'll get rid of him. At least it's wrong ears. So can't wait till I can use my headset again. Yeah. Let's plug. Where'd the plug go? Yeah, it doesn't take long, does it? Which is great. USB straight into the mount. Don't need to worry about anything. I think it's going to work because it's switched off. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go. And now we are the Boeing configuration. Just don't mind me using Cessna controls, so. What's going on, Benny? Hope you're doing well. I thought you were streaming in later, but it seems there is. Yeah. I've just changed my settings around and re-updated some stuff, so I'm just making sure that that's all working. So initialize the flights. Cool. All right, let's. There we go. Cool. Everything's working for the wing and stuff. So we are happy with that. Anti-collision can go on. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Actually. Let's align, shall we? There we go. All right, Doggo's trying to get into the sim menu, trying to get in here. Ground support. Let's connect some electrics, please. Connect. We'll hit the set button, and hopefully we've got some ground power. There we go. Happy days. Aman, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Richard Satil says time to cook some dinner, but I'll have one eye on you. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. All right, let's go down to this guy here and let's get a flight plan in. Let's get index, idents, position, KLX is reference airport. And next page, we're going to grab this guy here and we're going to punch it in there. We're going to grab the routings, we're going to pop that in there, and then we're going to go to KPSP, and then we're going to request the flight plan. Happy days, happy days. I feel so relieved that we can get the sim back working. So now I can go back and work on all the original stuff I can do for the stream that we're going to be doing. But sim update 2 just killed. 122. Put flight plan details in there. Still requesting that. Why we're requesting that, which is taking a while to get there. We'll go to performance and we are going to have a look at the payload in a minute. Weight and balance. Let's It's taking forever to grab that. Anywho, let's go and have a look, see what we've got going here. We've got 189 passengers. Oops, wasn't meant to do that. Eddie's there, so we're going to load it. And then we're going to activate and execute that for now. We'll put that over to the legs page, but we're going to do some preference stuff anyway. What are we doing? We're not flying a Boeing anymore, are we? Menu. There we go. I mean, we're not flying an Airbus anymore. All right, let's bring this up here. We're doing 189. So Benny, get Microsoft Flight Simulator. It performs great when you actually have it set up properly. Holy cow, I didn't have it set up properly. Packs are on there. Car, let's do fuel first, shall we? Total fuel is going to be 4861. Put that up there, 4861. And then I don't know, I'm not going to bother doing taxi fuel because I can't be bothered grabbing it from the sim ops anyway. We're going to go back over here. We've got cargo, which is 4.7 tons. So we're going to go 2 in the front and 2.7 kilos in the back. Cool. Let's set the payload. Set the fuel, set the payload, and complete all of that. And that's the weight and balance done. Then let's see what we're doing to get out of here. Yes, 2020 works really well. Oh, we had frames for days before. Works absolutely fantastic. The best the Sims ever worked in ages. All right, we're taking off runway. Let me move this over here. We're going to be taking off runway. I've forgotten how to do this. Oh, hang on. That's because I didn't put the airport in KLAX. Search ident Los Angeles. That's in there. So now the runway should pop up. 25 right. Conditions is dry. Winds are going to be... Did I see the winds before? I did see them. But it's going to be winds on the ground. Let me grab the winds on the ground. But yeah, we're going to do a lovely GA flight later in the second stream. So once this stream's finished, I'm going to go and have some quick dinner and reset the printers as well. So it's 210 at 5 knots, 210 at 0.5. And then the OAT, what was the OAT? Where was that before? I didn't see it. I didn't see the OAT before. Hang on, I've got to grab that from Ops Brief then. There we go, now it's connected. Flight level 14, flight info, weather, where's the OAT? Where is it on this thing? I've never had to worry about getting it. Cost index 47. Cool. 41. And the QNH is going to be 28. No, backspace, please. 28.87. Thrust is takeoff. I'm going to have that on max. Flex configuration, we're going to go 5. Air conditioning is going to be on. And I'm not sure what the AI is. I'm just going to put engines on. Let's calculate that. N1 cannot be calculated. Select the different flaps. I thought I selected the flaps. Oh, we need flaps 10, do we? No? Ooh. Why won't it let me take off? Durate the thrust or decrease weight. Is it saying that we're overweight? Surely we're not overweight. No way we're going to be overweight. There is no way we're overweight. Try flaps 1. It says we're overweight. I don't know how we would be overweight. Honestly, don't know. Don't know. Anyways, let's just do what we're gonna do ourselves, shall we? I don't know. Don't know. Are you having dinner? I was coming out having dinner. I'm in trouble because Mrs. Oz come and brought dinner and I said I don't want it right now. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh man, is that worth it sometimes, getting in trouble? No, not really. All right, what am I doing? Usually flap 1 fixes that issue. Yeah, I put it on flaps 1 and it didn't grab it for whatever reason. So I don't know why. 65.95. 65.9. No. I'm in trouble, everybody. Cruise wins. What was the cruise wins? I didn't put them in. I grabbed the takeoff wins. Cruise wins are going to be 287.23, 287.23. Oat was 41. There we go. And limits. We're just going to put that at the cell temp. Well, buggy it. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to put it in. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it. All right, let's not decate the Ryan, but I'll derate the climb to climb 1. We're going to do flaps 5. CG is there. Center of gravity, which I did see before. Where are we? Performance. Shit. It's not on the right. Where was I before? I'm still not fully with the menu on this either. Oh, did I hit complete? That's probably why I couldn't calculate it before. Nah, it still hates my guts. It still hates my guts. 24.1. 24.1. It's alright. This will work anyway. Let's go to departures and arrivals. And I should be using this, but I'm not. And we are going to 25 right. Let's see if we can find 25 right. And then we're going to be using the KLAX one, which is this guy here. And we've got a transition, TRM. There we go. Let's grab that guy there. Let's execute that. Let's check the legs page out. That should be right to go. Let's just actually make sure we're good. N1 limit's okay. Takeoff 40. All right, that'll do. That'll do. That will do. All right. let's fire up APU. APU doors open. Listen to that firing up. I feel for you, buddy. Yeah, Mrs. Oz brought in 2 pies and some gems. We're having sort of a bit of a rush dinner tonight, and I'm in trouble. Do you know where the AH-64 comes out on Xbox? The AH-64. Is that the Attack Hunter helicopter? If it's the Attack the Hunter, you mean? Is it the Hunter? Because that got released this week. How was your day, Mr. Amen? It wasn't too bad. It went super quick. And my godmother passed away 3 days ago. Michael, my sincere apologies, or my sincere feelings are with you, my friend, or thoughts, I should say. It's not good when someone passes away. Did you tell her that your aircraft told you that you were overweight and might need to wait? Betty. Mrs. Oz has been giving me shits all the day about my weight. Alright, APU's good. APU bleed can go on. We're 14,000. That's in there because I think we'll only go out to 14,000. Cool. Alright, let's get ready to get rid of the ground power and get out of here. 10,000 is on the board. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Speed, I'm just going to put into 150 up on this guy here. I'll change the cameras to that shortly. And what else do I want to do? I want to go back to the menu. I want to go back to system page. Get rid of this guy here, or disconnect. Hit set. Actually, you want to get rid of the nose gear and all the chocks. Want to hit set, and then we want to go back. Where's the pushback tag on this thing here? Moving towing lever and install the towing lever. Remove. I think I want to go back straight to. There we go. And we want to push back. Let's just go 30 meters on this one. And that's on. Let's go start now. Just push back straight. Pushback tug probably works back. Now I can maybe start using GSX again. Now we're getting frames. So we're sitting on 11.9. And when I'm at LAX, I got everything turned on by I&I builds. So, and we've asked it to stay, and it's the main thread that's actually holding it back. It's the CPU, not the GPU, which is interesting when you're using dynamic. Why is it flipping me around for, man? Why? Why? All right, let's go right engine. Turn on all the fuel. And let's get her up and running. Mr. Cruz, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. G'day. I don't know why they're sitting to the on position. There we go. Alright, well, let's change this preset. You're not going to work, are you? You're going to make me adjust it myself, aren't you? Of course you are. She lived in South Tweed Heads. Beautiful part of the world, Michael. Beautiful part of the world. Right, engine, the right engine, I should say, is up and running. Let's go to the lefty. because lefties are besties. Man, I'm in trouble. Oh, damn. All right. I'm going to add some fuel. Love the sounds of the motors when they start up. Absolutely, Michael. Mind you, because I've got to wear these earplugs this way instead of my sound, they don't sound as good. The sim actually sounds quite terrible. At the moment, sitting on 11.35 gigs and 60 frames, and by the looks of it, the brakes aren't on. Oh, listen to that. Where's runway 25? Let me get rid of these vectors. Oh, hang on. What am I doing? Keep forgetting I was just flying a Airbus. Alright, that's all good to go. 2 good engine starts. Alright, hydros can go on to the gens. There we go. Bleeds can go on. Packs can go on. Bleeds actually meant to go. That can go off. APU can go off. We're going to go over to the left engine to start off with. Taxi lights can go on. Your dampener. Let's turn the heats on. Let's turn the probes on. That's on. That's on. That's on. That's on. Let's turn the logo lights on. Why not? And we are good to do a taxi. Get out of here. Alright, now where do we need to go? We need to go down to the right here. Alright, I've got to chuck a bit of a UE. And then I'll do the trim and stuff once we taxi. Clear to the left. Sounds like a Dyson. And why don't I have got... This has happened to me before. How did I fix it last time? If I got the... Is the pin still in there? Friggin' pin's still in there. Look. I can't turn because the pin's still in there. How do I get the pin out? Oh, God. The pin's still in there. Remove the pin, please. Now I can turn. I was like, the pin's still in there. Holy cow. There's no wonder we weren't going anywhere. There we go. You idiot, Oz Flight Simmer. You idiot. So we're sitting on 12.82 gigs. But it should go down as we leave. And it basically kept it above 40 frames for us. So, it sounds like a Dyson. Mr. Ozman, welcome. Or Ozman, welcome to the stream. So we're getting a few stutters as it brought the things down. But that's like the maximum it's going to get to. So that wasn't too bad. Considering it's LAX too. I think if I put it down to 35 frames, that would be too much for it to do. Got to keep it at maybe 40, 45. And it makes the airport look so much better. Obviously, if we had more VRAM and a higher CPU thread, we would be all right. All right, we're gonna have to do this quick because I need to have some dinner before the next stream because I am in deep trouble. All right, flight directors can go on. I've got a video about this coming out on Tuesday or Thursday. I've just got to edit it now. Might be better if I actually put some lights on so you guys can see. Where's the lights on these? Connect to RTO. And let's go back here for a second. Menu. Trim 5. Trim is 5. Our printing presses run between 70 and 80 kilometers per hour. What? Printing presses? Hey? 5 on the trim, which is pretty much there, so we'll leave that there. Yeah, the airport looks so much better when I'm running it at 40 instead of keeping it 50. So I think 40 is going to be my sweet spot, and it's still my made thread. It's actually not even saying the GPU is the limiting factor at the moment. It's actually saying the CPU is, which is interesting. Who is that? Mr. Big Hulk off in the Airbus. Mr. Bopper's in the Sky West behind us there. It's Brizzy flying. Some sort of jet. He's in the C700 longitude. There we go. Alright, let's get nav. Old nav can be armed. Hey, Marcus Simmer. We fixed him, Marcus. We fixed it. We're in 4K, my friend. We fixed it. Frames for days. We fixed our VRAM issue. I joined the Sim Update 3 beta, so I won't fly with you guys today. No worries. We're just doing a stream before the stream. I worked on a printing press that printed newspapers. Hence the reason why you knew what speed they ran at. Just the bulk. There's still like a little bit of stutters, but nothing we don't have to worry about. All right, Mr. Longitude, you're welcome to go if you want to. That was on continuous. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even look at this before. Gav says, what was it? But you'll be watching it? No worries. We just basically, I turned dynamic on and I put it at 50 frames to test it, and I've dropped down to 40. So basically it's changing my settings as I'm flying into the airport, and it's still looking, the sim's still looking okay, but the performance is amazing. So I didn't want to do dynamic, but it is what it is, and it's working fine. So alright, flaps I need to put down. Okay, I think he's waiting for us. I'm flying the new Starship. It has to be that one that does this. It has to be the one that doesn't explode. Holy cow! I reckon that's setting back of FF. Hey Pringle, thank you, mate. So yeah, it's keeping it above 40 frames the whole time at one of the biggest airports we have in the sim. And it's I&I build, so generally they're not that sort of performance friendly anyway. And I've got everything turned on at the airport as well. So I made sure I left everything on. Just felt the tail go then. VNAV can go on as well, autopilot on, and we can just chill. And let's go on. Richard said, yes, it's really hurting my neck when flying out for a while. Actually checked main video profile inspector and damn sure enough the rebar was disabled. Oh, there we go. I haven't even messed around with that. I think I might need to now. What was the thing that you changed your, what was the chat thing? Oh, specs, exclamation mark specs, Peter. Just exclamation mark specs. Now it's at 9.6 on the VRAM. Yeah, so my specs aren't overly like massive or anything like that. It's an older PC. I built this. This was the Apex one, so we didn't actually build this one. So, but this is about 5 years old, and I've pretty much upgraded most things I can for it. Since we've had it, what have we done? We've upgraded the PSU, what else have we done? We've upgraded the VRAM, we've upgraded the graphics card, we've upgraded the memory, and we've upgraded the hard drives in it. So since I've had it, the only thing I haven't really touched is the motherboard and the CPU and the pumps. Other than that, everything else I've upgraded it from the original. Alright, we're only going up to 14. Turning the lights off, but is that the new wing Boeing panel? Yeah, it is. It is. What's the best way? I don't know why it's not zooming in any further, but yeah, it's the new wing one. Gav, I've got a video coming out this week of it. So you can see. You want one? I kid you not, if anybody actually gets this one, the PAP 3 from Wing, just because I have affiliation with FS Mods, I highly recommend getting the FS Mods mount. I actually built this mount for my own use, and then I've gone, nah, this is way too good. I need to put it into FS Mods. So I built it just for me, and it does some really cool things. One is it keeps it off the ground, so when you're actually turning the knobs, just think about it. It's actually like that much, where's my hand? It's usually on the ground that much lower. So it helps you be able to turn the knobs without it actually being on the ground, and it lifts it up from the ground. That way, if you want to slide a pen underneath it or anything like that, and it has it at the right angle too. Actually has it at a better angle if you ask in my opinion. So I was like, nah, I don't like the way that the mount was, even though the actual device is great. So I made the mount, and then I was like, no, I'll have to put that in the store as well. So it just shows really buying a new parts on the PC, a part every month or so. It shows a haul. Yeah. So obviously back in the day, it was a great PC. It originally had a 3070 Ti in it. And then obviously I upgraded that to a 4080, and I got that pretty cheap. And then obviously Junior, my son, got he got the 3070 Ti. And then I just upgrade the parts as you go. So you better have a patience on it. How do you mean you better have a patience on it? What does that mean? What does that mean? Did I even do the clock? No. Oh yeah, I did. Alright, let me have a look at our approach, because we didn't get this far in the last stream. And it's like a short flight anyway. So, approach is available. What are we going to do? We're going to fly up the opposite end. Let's do the RNAV. There's not really anything, so I'm actually just going to do the approach. I'm thinking we're just going to do... Oh, the departure and the arrival button actually now works on the wing where it never used to. So they've updated that, and that's works now, because that was playing up. That's cool. Actually, no, it doesn't work. It just changed it to the wrong thing. So this button still doesn't work on the wing. You've got to manually click it. They'll update that and fix it. So we're going to do the RNAV into, I think he's referring to my slow purchases. Yeah, budgets are tight. Budgets are tight absolutely everywhere, and probably because countries are getting bombed now, that prices may even rise even more. I'm thinking that's usually what happens. RNAV Yankee 31 left, and we're going to do the TRM. Is there a TRM? There it is. We're going to grab the TRM, and that's all I'm going to put in there. Go back to the legs page. Should be alright. That can go off. Cool. Top of descent's going to be in 40 nautical miles. Vivian, what's going on? It makes it illegal for anyone to use your... Is it? It makes it illegal for anyone to use your designs. How do you mean by it makes it illegal? I don't sell my designs to anybody. You actually have to buy the product. I don't sell the designs, because if I sell the designs, then what's the point of me making them? You can always make your own. What do you say? It makes it anyone legal to use your designs? Yeah, you can't resell them, unfortunately. I don't have them for commercial use. Oh, you better have a patent. Hang on. I'm reading that as patient, but he wrote patent. Hang on. Oh, look, I've already even had one of my designs has been pinched, and it's on Thingiverse. So someone's already pinched it by looking at the pictures, and they've already pinched one of my designs down to a T. They might have even bought one, and then they've gone and measured and copied it. And they've put it on the Thingiverse, so I could put a stop and decease on it, but I haven't bothered. Classic Oz Flight Sim English. Yeah, it's only because I glance at the chat and I read it super quick, and sometimes I don't read the whole thing. So yes, Classic Oz Flight Simmer Benny. You caught me. It wasn't you, Vargas. It's like a designer at bags in Thailand. Yeah. Like the thing is, it wasn't really like a big design, so I wasn't too fussed. But yeah, if there was some things in there, which some of the core things I would be messaged. So I sort of have a look at things and see what pops up. But yeah, I don't have them painting on it because it costs too much money. We don't make the money on Flight Sim Mods to paint it. So we basically use Flight Sim Mods to make great products at cheap prices, and our aim is to keep the prices as cheap as possible. And you know, the aim is just to keep me in a job so I can keep making more products. So that is, I'm not planning on making millions of dollars out of it, that's for sure. That's why we do things like free shipping and all that sort of stuff. Bam, I've left the lights on. But that's all right, we're going to start to descend in a minute. So we're going to go down to 11. I'm hoping the guy that pinched the design, I'm hoping he at least bought one. He at least bought one and then carved it up from there. You know. Instead of just looking at the pictures. Oh, Junior's getting in trouble now. I reckon I pissed off Mrs. Oz a little bit from rejecting dinner because we were streaming, and she's going to be pissed off now. I'm in trouble. If I don't come back for the next stream, you know that you need to send a search party out because we're in trouble. So we're sitting at 8.9 gigs. I'm going to say we're all good when it comes to... You know, and obviously it's actually the frame's a little bit worse on the way back. I would say that from doing this, that the Ifly is actually more frame intensive than the Fenix, to be honest. Mind you though, because I did restart the sim too, so... I remember Mr. Benny Big Bucks when I was in... Where were we? Venice. You know, the town that's on the water, that's floating and slowly sinking. Anyway, in Venice, I bought some off a dude that was standing in the corner. He lays all the handbags out on a little bit of blanket, and then when the polizia come along, they just scoop them up and run. But I bought like for Mrs. Oz, a Louis Vuitton. It was obviously dodged up, you know. You're buying it for like 20 euros or whatever. And I bought one of those just because I wanted to haggle in Venice. And then someone yelled out, "Polizia!" as soon as I bought it, or just after I bought it, and they scooped all the handbags up and then went running around the corner. But I got my my non-genuine Louis Vuitton for Mrs. Oz. I think it was a Sudanese guy, actually, that was selling them. But it was fun. That was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far, far away. So I would even imagine that Venice looks a little bit different. Same, but different, you know. Anyways, we should be coming up to... Where is it? It's over here, isn't it? No. Lost. Where is it? Where's the airport? Hey, Peter, thank you very much for the $10 New Zealand money. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I've forgotten what bloody views I'm in now. That helps out a lot. Thank you so much for doing that. Appreciate it. Mr. Stevie Buzz, thank you. I don't have any pop-ups anymore at the moment. So, but thank you guys. Put some emotes in the chat for Mr. Peter with some New Zealand. Marcus Square in Venice is such a great spot. What a name. Do you know why, Marcus? Because there's pigeons everywhere shitting. That's why it's a great spot. There's pigeons everywhere pooping. They're everywhere. But Peter, thank you so much, guys. Put some likes on Peter. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. It's very, very kind. All those things help the channel, and they go towards it. So thank you very much. I actually liked Florence more than Venice. We did the whole gondola thing in the dirty water. And the most expensive coffee in the world. I don't remember if I got coffee. I remember getting gelati in Rome. That tasted beautiful, but it was expensive. I remember doing that. I remember us going to the Colosseum, and it was freaking hot. Freaking hot. All right, lights on, lights on, lights on. I'm going to turn that on to continuous anyway. That's all good. That's all good. Not really much we need to do. I'm going to go down to 5.5. Oh, too quick. But yeah, I like the Wing PAP 3. I like it actually better than the Wing Airbus stuff. Not that because I'm an Airbus fan, it just feels like it's a bit more higher quality made, and because it's like one unit. I know they've still got to sell the Ephesus and put them on the side there, but I don't know, it just feels like a bit more of a beefy unit. What's too expensive, Stevie? Thank you, Gav. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, Peter. Now I've got our frames back. I'll fix the sound spikes, and I'll get some of those emotes going. I mean the oh, what am I doing here? Level change. Let's go down. In the NVIDIA app, you can go to 3x and 4x frame gen. Gets you more FPS in the thing. Yeah, okay. But I don't think Microsoft Flight Simulator supports any more than 2. That's the problem. Expensive? Yeah. It was a long time ago when we were there. Probably like, I'm thinking maybe 15 years ago. More? 20 years ago now? It was a long time ago. It was when I was backpacking around the world with Mrs. Oz. Now early 20s. So it would be 20 years ago. Alright. It is back over here somewhere. There we go, because there's the doodahs. Alright, so TRM, which I think we've already passed. TIBVUK, which is the next one, we need to be above 4,000, so I'm going to stay at 5,000. I had to ditch SU3, and most add-on planes were crashing for me, plus avionics problems on the default plane, so no fun, Mr. No Put Important says. Yeah. I was going to jump into Sim Update 3 if I knew it was going to improve the FPS issues, but we've obviously found for it to be able to work in Sim Update 2 anyway, so... but it's going to release in a couple of weeks, if by the looks of it. So Young Bopper says it does. The UI is just messed up. I have 200 FPS right now. It does. The UI is just messed up. I have 280 FPS now. Well, Young Bopper, what graphics card are you running? From my research, it's all about VRAM and the PCI at bus speeds coupled with PC memory. Peter, put on dynamic sceneries and it will make a massive difference with your FPS. Not been on the sim for a while, so I tried yesterday on my Xbox and it seems to have improved. Alright, we're going to be making a bit of a turn here at TRM. Then we fly back to 2VOP. 16 gigs, 5070 Ti, I'm using 4X frame gen. Really? Because you can do the 4X on the 50 cards. And you're getting 280 frames. What are you running? 1080p, 2K, 4K? It's basically saying that it's my main thread is my issue. 5070 Ti. 2K Ultra settings. There we go. That's interesting. All right. Well, I'll mess around with that. Not probably on tonight's stream, but I'll mess around with that during the week. Thank you for that. It's 50 series that gets 4X. Yeah, 50 series gets 4X and 40 series gets 3X and 30 series gets 2X. That's basically how it works. So I would at least be able to move it up to 3X. It's obviously sitting on 2X at the moment. And at the moment we're at 9.7 gigs. But my frames we're sitting at 60 frames, so that's fine. I don't really, I don't need, Murph was saying that, he was getting 130 frames. I don't think I'd need, that. Getting 130 frames doesn't really bother me too much. This is good enough. I've never been a big frame chaser personally myself, but when we've had performances where we couldn't stream, I've had to do it. So, all right, let's have a look and see what we need to do here. We need to go down to 4K. Level change, and then back to VNav. It looks smooth and very decent. It is, yeah. So we switched on dynamic scenery and set it as a minimum of 40 frames. So when it gets to the airports, it's obviously going to start controlling the scenery. But we just were in LAX before we landed there and took off, and I had it at 50 frames to start off with, and it made the airport look pretty scummy, to be honest. But when I changed it to 40, it was heaps better. It put detail back into the airport. So 40 is the sweet spot, but I'll mess around with the 3X frame gen later. Yeah, I have high frames, high frame monitor too. Yeah, this is a 4K 120 megahertz monitor, so I could go pretty high on the frames. Wonder if there will be an RTX 5080 Ti Super more than 16 gig of RAM. Peter, that's the rumors, but I don't know if they're true rumors or if that's what people are wanting. To get anything over 16 gigs at the moment, you've either got to go AMD. I think it's the 9700 or the 9600 XTX, which is 20 or 24 gigs, or a 5090, which is, crazy money. All right, we are dropping. Dropping flaps like they're going out of fashion. Flaps 10. Mr. Ghost, 3X, 4X Gen is a 50 series exclusive feature on the NVIDIA app. Oh, so it's only a 50. So you're saying that the 480 cards can't do 3X? I thought they could. I thought that was a thing. It's not allowing me to approach button.
2500.
Is around 5090 6,000. Yeah, they're between 5 to 6,000 in Australia, either depending on which one you get. $50.90 is crazy price. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's just not worth it. It's just absolutely not worth it. Jeez, we're buffing around from these mountains up here. They do look amazing though. Yeah, 7900 will give you 24 gigs of VRAM. Yeah. You can pick them up for about $1,800 in Australia. I've had a look. Amazon or some computer places have still got them.
$1,000.
This on so you can see us what we're doing with it.
$500.
Big money for graphics cards. It's out of control. They're overpriced. It's out of control.
$400.
And AMD are releasing their new graphics cards next year too, in 2026. And the technology that they've got in them, they're going to give NVIDIA a run for their money this time for their 5090 cards. By the looks of it.
$200.
So if I have a look, because I've got my right eye, I should say. I want to see what the RAM's going to do once we get the wheels down.
50. 40.
Shit. My throttle didn't freaking go off. That's right, I'm not going to go around because I've got to go and have dinner. I'm going to get in trouble from the wifey.
20. 10.
Didn't get up any higher than 10.5. I disengaged the autopilot, but I forgot to disengage the bloody auto throttle. But I've had that issue with the Ifly before where it just goes full power. The auto throttle doesn't want to disconnect. Actually, Two-Tone Murphy was having the same problem. From NVIDIA app, I don't think it says 50 series cards required, but maybe you can get a with loss scaling application. From memory, the 3X was for 40 series cards and 4X was from 50 series cards. Look at this. This is disgusting. Look at what sort of airmanship I'm showing here. But I'm just going to run the gauntlet here because I want to get another stream on tonight, so I don't want the missus to tell me off too much. All right, I'm going to call that a successful test. We're going to be back in a few minutes, in about 45 minutes or so, with some GA flying in the RANs. And we're going to actually fly back into Palm Springs and all sorts of places. It's going to be some cool flying. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to park my plane over. I normally don't do this stuff, but I've got to run and go and have some dinner, sort out... Oh, there's a cactus. sort out the printers, and then get going. So, guys, thank you very much for hanging out. Stay tuned. We'll be back for another stream, so you can jump into the Oz Flight Center channel and you can see the next stream link. We'll be back at 7:30 or maybe just a smidgen after. I might be running a little bit behind, and then we're going to do a big GA group flight. So I will see you guys then, and I am just going to jump out of this, and the dynamic scenery seems to be working okay. So guys, I love you lots. I'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you to we had, by the way, Mr. Michael for the $1 super chat, Mr. Johnny Munn for the 32 months, Peter for the $5 NZ. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, guys. It all helps, and I'll see you in a little bit. If I don't see you, have a good rest of your weekend and take care, everybody. Bye for now.